Okay, back again with your host, Scott Dewey, for products that have changed my life, products that I really love, uh, special products, not just good ones, but great ones, at least in my humble opinion. And as I have said before, these product testimonials are unsolicited and unpaid, and probably will never be seen by the people who made these products I like, but I feel for whatever reason like giving a special thanks regarding certain products I like a lot. And the product I'm going to talk about now is a food product, or rather a beverage. Non-alcoholic, or I guess to be truthful, like very, very, very slightly alcoholic product. Not a normal alcoholic beverage by any means, but it's the product is made through a process of fermenting, and as such there remains some limited like residue of alcohol in it. Not enough to get you drunk, not even close, but a little bit, as they tell you on the label. But anyway, the product I'm going to talk about here today is KeVita Master Brew Kombucha. And what do they say? We believe total health begins at your core. KeVita Master Brew Kombucha is fermented with our proprietary tea culture, which yields high levels of beneficial organic acids. Crafted with live probiotics and the finest organic ingredients, Master Brew comes in a variety of bold, delicious flavors and is naturally energizing to the core. But anyway, yeah, kombucha is, hopefully it's fair to say this, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on the biology of it or the chemistry or anything. But anyway, kombucha is a food product made through a process of fermentation, something like yogurt, but it's not milk-based. And I assume it comes from Asia, like some other fermented foodstuffs, whether Korea or China or wherever. But you can check the internet. I probably should have before starting this. I don't know for certain. Anyway, you don't really need to know it. Just interesting. But yeah, it is a probiotic-rich fermented beverage, sparkling beverage, naturally sparkling beverage. And KeVita makes a very nice one, and in a number of different flavors. I'm just going to run them by you here. Starting out with some of my favorites, and I should emphasize, I like my kombucha with a kick. That is, I like the strong flavors. There's some that are very nice, just not as full-bodied or aggressive. I tend to favor the full-bodied and aggressive more, though I like them all, I'd have to say. Anyway, starting out with one that is pretty full-bodied and aggressive is their ginger. And traditionally, I would have tended to say that was clearly my favorite of their Master Brew series that come in these brown bottles. That is, it's pretty powerful, it has a kick to it. And I like that. Although, to my surprise, I should explain also, let's see, these KeVita products are sold at the Whole Foods. Maybe exclusively at the Whole Foods, I don't know. That may be elsewhere. I don't know. But definitely at the Whole Foods. And normally they're sold for, I think, $3.69 a bottle, which for me is a lot. though admittedly I'm kind of cheap. Got it on both sides of the family. Not much I can do about it. But yeah, $3.69 for a 15.2 ounce or 450 milliliter beverage. To me, that's a lot. However, luckily for me, because I love this stuff, the Whole Foods does every so often put the product on special. So what normally would be $3.69 per bottle, they mark it down to 2 for $5 or $2.50, right? And then if you buy a case worth, which I guess is 12 or more, they give you 10% off, which is nice also. That knocks it down to like $2.40 a bottle. And that comes within my price range and price point. And so whenever the Whole Foods puts KeVita on special, I back up the truck and basically fill up my whole refrigerator with KeVita on special. And then I nurse that supply as long as possible so I don't run out before the next special. They had their special some weeks ago already, so I don't have I had more than 60 bottles in my refrigerator. It was pretty well full, but that's all right. It's worth it. I already mentioned ginger as a nice, strong one of my favorites. It may be slipping down in my personal rankings a little bit because I found some others that I like a lot and are very full-bodied. Maybe have even more full, complex flavor than, say, the ginger does. And one of those I like a lot. It's kind of dark and heavy and complex and got kick to it, is their lavender melon. This is one of my new favorites, definitely. However, another of my new favorites that I find to be nice and strong and kind of interesting and complex in terms of its flavor is their dragon fruit lemongrass. This is good stuff. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah. Yeah, I was a little taken by surprise by this. That is, I kind of guessed the tart cherry might be on the weak side. Actually, it's a nice strong one with a lot of kick and a full complex flavor, lots of body to it. I like those four, I suppose, best of all, out of the range of many different flavors they offer. Moving a little bit down into the slightly thinner, slightly weaker, slightly purer, and less complex flavor range, in my opinion. But I still like it a lot. It's still got a lot of strength and a good deal of body, and also citrus is just so good if you're like looking to knock back an oncoming cold. Ginger's good that way too, I might add. Though it's not quite as full-bodied and full-flavored and robust and aggressive as the ones I just showed you, their citrus is quite nice. I like it a lot. I recommend it, certainly. But that's not all they've got. Other flavors, too. I hope I have one of everything and I'm not missing one. I might be missing one. I'm not sure which, if so, but I got most of them anyway. Raspberry lemon is really quite nice. Now it's a little thinner, a little weaker or less full-bodied and robust. It'll taste a little more kind of like a normal soda pop, I suppose. But still very nice. I like all of these a lot. Some I like better. This would probably be... Oh, this for me would be right up there probably with citrus after my favorite four that I showed you before. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh, pineapple peach, very nice. Like the one I just showed you, like the raspberry lemon. Um, it's a little on the thinner, purer, a little bit weaker side than some of the ones I showed you before, but still very, very nice. I like it a lot. When I was at the Whole Foods and the young woman at the checkout counter asked me what was my favorite, I was like, oh, well, I like them all of them. And she was like, oh, this one. This one for her was like, a little draft of heaven or something. I think very highly of all of these, but for me, it's a little bit on the weaker side. So if I had to choose between some ones to stock up on, I'd probably take my kind of heavier, more aggressive favorites. Nevertheless, I bought some of all of these. When I had 60, I had room enough. Let's see. Okay, mango habanero.